Hello and welcome. I am back playing Harmonies, a little cute game where you're going to build your landscape. This is a game for 1 to 4 players. It takes about 30 minutes to play and it's for 1 to 4 players and from the ages 10 plus. Last time I played this game, I did make a couple of errors and I'm going to correct them. So this time we're going to play with the correct rules and also the correct rules for playing the solo game. We will be playing with these expert cards to the animal cards where we're going to gain 1 card. And I will, to start with, if you have seen my other playthroughs, I will tell you what I did wrong. In the solo game, you're going to start with the 3 animal cards out here. And in a round where you do not take a card, you can, I said you could discard all of them. You may only discard 1 card and replace with a new card. You can't discard all 3 as I did. And you only start with, you only have 3 animal cards to choose from and not 5. Like you have, when you play with more players, you have 5 cards to choose from. And then the second thing I did wrong was with the mountains. I was also wondering why you have this chain with the mountains, and that is because mountains only score points if they are next to another mountain. And that does make sense because often you have mountains next to each other. You have a lot of mountains. So if you have a mountain alone, then it won't score you any points. And the third thing I did wrong was with the rivers. If you have a long river, you only score for your longest river. And if you have a connection, let's just tell you. Now let's imagine all these are rivers. If your river goes like, I think we had one that went like this. If you had a river like this, all these are blue, imagine. And then I scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But in this one, you will score for your shortest route. So you would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do not count both of these. You have to count the shortest route. So you can't go all the way down here and then this way. You would have to do like this. And you will only score for 1 river, the longest river you have. So if you have 2 different river areas, you will only score for 1 of them. So that is the corrections. And then let's play the game with the correct rules and see how well we can do then. We are going to shuffle these animal cards and we're going to get 2 of them. And then we're going to choose 1. And we have the lion, where each field is going to score 2 points. And if we have 3 or more fields together, we will score 10 points. So that is this one. This one with the dragonfly, we can score 7 points for each river that consists of 2 or more. So in this case, if we had 2 rivers where they are at least 2 long, we would score 7 points for each. So this one would be better if we played on this side where you can, no, that is also 1 river where they are connected. Ah well. Okay, so we have to choose one of these 2. If we look at what we have here, we do not have any of these colors at the moment. So that is not something maybe we would go for, but they both match with that one, I think. So, let's go with the lion this time. Let's go with the lion. So we will discard this one. So we're going to have this one and place our little animal here. So we need to make this creation. Okay, if you're not familiar with this game, then we are going to draft different landscape tiles from this bag. And then we're going to place them to our board. And if you're playing with more players, each player they're going to have their own board to build to. And then you would play with the opposite side here. And this one would be pointing at the start player and you will place 3 tiles on each of these spaces. But when we play solo, you're going to flip it to this side, and then you're going to randomly draw 3 tiles and place on each of these. So let's just do this. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Oh, we got a lot of river there. Okay. And then we have 5 different things we can score points for, and then we can score points for animals. This is all animals, and this is animal cards. The things we can score points for is building trees, and here you need to have a green or a brown and the green, or 2 brown and the green, which will score you 1, 3 or 7 points at the end of the game. And then you have the mountains, where you need to, if you have 1 point, 3 points or 7 points, but they need to be connected to another mountain. So you need to have 2 gray tiles next to each other for these to score points. And then we have the fields. If you have 2 or more fields next to each other, you're going to score 5 points. And you can't build on top of the fields. The cities, they are always too high. You can, for the first level, you can have a pink, a gray and a green. No, pink, gray and the brown. So a brown, a gray or the pink. And then on top, it's always going to be too high. You always have to have the pink. And that is going to be a building. And buildings, you need to have 3 different colors next to the building to score 5 points for your building. And then you have the river, where you're going to score for your longest river and the shortest way of your river. So that is how we can score points for the different tiles we are going to build to our landscape. And then we have these animal cards. When we grab a card, we're going to place an animal on on all these spaces. I just needed to focus. Come on, camera. There we go. Here we can build, if we grab this card, we have 3 animals on it, and we need to build this construction exactly the same and the same height. And each time we do, we may place an animal on the green tile. And if we manage to place all 3, we could get up to 13 points. 8 points if we only manage to place 2, and 4 points if we manage to only place 1. So that is how we're going to score points in the game. On our turn, we have to take 3 tiles from one of these spaces and place to our board. And we can place 1 tile, then we could grab an animal card. We can only grab 1 animal card per turn, and we have a room for 4 animal cards. And we can place an animal each time we have a construction made. And if we have made all of the animals, we can take the card to the side, and then we will have room for 1 more card, because we have room for 4 cards. So that is kind of the rule for the game. But let's start it, and we need to figure out what we want to go for here. We could go, this one could help us both with this and this. We could have this one if we wanted to go for this one, or if we wanted to go for that one. But we could also grab the 2 gray to go for that one and that one. Or we could grab the rivers, but I think we are going to grab these. If you have any suggestions, then feel free to share them in chat. We are going to build these 2 on top of each other. With this one, we want a lot of river around it. We actually want 4. Let's just grab this card here. This we can do before we place tiles, but we might only grab 1 per turn. So we are going to add 4 animals. We can get up to 16 points if we manage to make it. But we have to remember to put a mountain next to this one in order to score points for the mountains, because that one we did wrong in the other ones. So I want to place this one in a space where we can get a lot of river around it. And then I think I want to place these. Maybe I just want to place it here. Thinking if we make it green on this space, we could make one there. And then maybe here. Yeah, I think we will try it there. Then we have placed our tiles. We can place them on any space on the board. Things doesn't have to be connected when you place them. We are then going to grab a new card out here, and then we are going to remove these. This is only when you play the solo version, you're going to remove all of these. If you play with more players, you're just going to refill this space with 3 tiles. And if you play with more players, you cannot discard a card, any cards out here. So we're just going to add 3 new, and then hopefully get something you would like. Oh, there are more things we would like here. We definitely need some of the brown. Before we can build the green, we need to have brown underneath when we want to build the trees. So I think I would like to grab this one, this one, or we could grab that one. I think we will grab this one, so we can make our 3rd layer here, and then we are going to make some trees, and we need them to be 2 high. So if we place one here, we could make, or maybe we could also place it there, and then maybe, because if we want to make this one, we want to have this one next to our trees, but we also want this one to be next to 3 different colors. So we could maybe place it here. Then if we place one there, hey, wait a minute, we only need to make this one once. We only need to make that one once, unless we want to have that one. Then we would need to have 2 next to each other, right? So we could do like, I think I will place it here, there. And then I think I will grab this one with the city, because with this one we need to place it next to a tree. Oh, we don't want it that one. We don't want it too high. Oh, stop ourselves. We don't want it too high. We could also place it here, so we could go for that one. But this one wants to place that one there, so maybe we wouldn't want to place it there. Ooh, yeah, maybe we don't want it there then. But we need maybe if we build a city here, then I could build a tree there. But we want water around that one. Oh dear. Where do we want to place this one? We need 3 animals for this one. This is really a little thinky game on where you're going to place the things, so they can all kind of work together. So maybe, I'm just thinking, how do we want to place that one? If we place this one here, and maybe this one there, then we could make a building here, and then make trees around it. Yeah, and then we can take this one there. I think we will do like this, and then we'll see how it will go. We're going to grab a new card out here, and we got a penguins, and these we're going to discard, and then let's grab some new. Hopefully soon we're going to be able to place some animals. We would like some green tops like this one. Okay, I think we're going to grab this one, and then we're going to place a green on top here. We're going to place a water. Let me see, if we want to build a city here, then there will be 2 different. I think we're going to place, just need 1 more tree. This one requires 3. Yeah, so we can place a water. I think we place a water. Let's look at this one. We could place a water there and then the gray here, because then we have 2 gray next to each other, so this one is going to score us points at the end of the game. And then we could make this one, right? So if we place a river here, then we would have made this one once. If you want to go for that one, I don't know if you want to go for that one. But for now, we can place our first animal on the blue tile here because we have made this construction. Yeah. I think, and then do we want any of those? We could also take this one because we get 2 trees and then we can make a city, a field here. Then we can make this one. I think I will grab this one because we are also going to make one here. And then we could maybe make a field on this space too. So I think this one is better. So let's grab this one. And then we will put 2 animals on this tile. There we go. And then a new animal card. And let's grab some new ones. We would also like some pink. There we have the pink. Oi. Oh, we have things I like here. I like all of them. But I also need the pink ones, right? So we can build this one. I think we will start with this one. Yeah, because we can make our tree here. And then we can make our 2 pink, so we have our building. Let me just show you so how it looks when we are building here. So now we have this one too high. We have this one here. So we just need to, we actually have made this one twice now. So if we get one more tree here, then we have made it again. So we have made this construction up here. Whoops, let me take a little bit back. We have made this one twice, so we can add an animal here and an animal here. So we just need to make one more tree here. And for, if we zoom out here, for this one we just need to place a field there. Then we can make this one. And if we get our tree here and the field there, then we would have made that card too. Yeah, I think we're doing okay here. Then these are going to the side. But we also need a lot of river. We had the 3 rivers in the start, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I think we will go for this one because we want to get a tree this way. We want to place one of these here and one of these here. So now we have made this construction, so we can add an animal here, and we have made our animal card right there. So we made this one, and we have to remember, oh, so this one is actually going to be 10 points. This is worth 10 points for us at the end of the game when we have 3 or more fields next to each other. So that is nice. And I think I will just remove the cards here to the side so we can see the cards we have made. Just going to place them here. And then we have room for grabbing a new card out here if there's any one of these we want. I don't think I want this one. I don't want to start with the green. And I'm not sure I want that one either. And this one, maybe. I think I will not grab a card, and I think I will discard one. We can only discard one card, which was wrong in the last one we played. So I think I will discard this one. And then we're going to grab a new card instead. Yeah, I'm not sure we want that one either. We're going to discard these and then grab some new tiles. All right, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more. We want a green top here. And we want more of these, so I actually think we're going to grab this one. I think we will grab this one. Because then I want to make this one higher, and I want to place one here, and then I will just place this one in the corner, so we have a field. This is also going to score us points at the end of the game, and also we will score points for these. So if you can place one more there, but I think I want the river on this way because of this one. We want 3 rivers, and we want rivers to be connected to score points for those. But I really do not want any of those we have. So I will discard a card again and see if we can get something else that I think would be better. I will actually just discard this one, I think. Yeah. Out you go. That one. But we can't make it with this one, unfortunately, because then it would have to be placed there or there. No. Not helpful. Yeah, it was much easier when I had 5 cards to choose from and I could discard them all. But that, of course, was wrong. So that was not the intention. Let's grab 3 new. Oh, we definitely want this one. This is what we need. We're going to place one here. So we're going to place our last one on top. And then we have finished this one. And we are going to finish this one too. So both of these are finished. So we can place them here. So that is 11 and 13 points for those. And then we have our 2 rivers. We need to get 3 of them in all. So we could place a river here. I actually think we are just going to place them next to each other because rivers are going to score points when they are connected. So we can add 2 more animals. That was a lot of animals in one turn that we could place. And we only have 1 cube left there. We need more cards to build on now. What are we going to go for here? With this one we would need cities. We could, if we made a city here and here, then we would be able to make this one. And we would also be able to make it, maybe we could take this one. Otherwise we should see if we could make a tree and then get some small gray. Then we shouldn't have placed this one on top here. We shouldn't have placed that one on top actually. The game, by the way, is going to end when we have 2 or fewer spaces left, or if there's not enough tiles in the bag. But when you play solo, it's always that you run out of spaces to build, I think. Yeah, I don't want this one. I think we could go for this one and then maybe build, but we need to build 2 of these cities. But we can try. We are going to grab 2 animals and then we're going to get a new card here. Oh, this one. It needs to be 3 high. If that one had been only 2 high, then we would already have 3. So we could have placed a tile on this one. But yeah, it didn't match. We're going to grab new tiles. Hey, Michael. Yeah, good move with the pinks. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that makes sense here, right? But we'll see what we will get. Oh, there's a pink there, actually. Oh, boy. Now we have 2 things I would like here. Because I would like the rivers to finish this card. But I would also like this one to go for this one. And I hope that we're going to get 1 more river. So let's grab these. And then place 1 here. And 1 there. And then we can make our first city. I will place it up here because we need it to be next to 3 different colors. So this city will never be next to 3 different colors with where we have placed it. But I think we're going to try to go for this one. And then let's see what we're going to get. Oh, we can grab one of these. This one, we could see if we could make a large tree here, because then we would be able to add. This one we would be able to make. So let's grab this one. We do have room for one more. We have room for 4 cards. Let's grab that one. 2 gray and 2 cities. Yeah, that we won't be able to connect to this one, because then we would have to have a field there. But let's grab 3 tiles. Do you want the pink one? 1, 2, 3. No. We also want the water, of course. 1, 2, 3. No pink one. Oh, we are definitely going to grab this. Oh, maybe this one. Because we need this one here, right? We need this one here if we want to try and build a tree, even though we are going to be close at the end here. And then we are going to build our water river here. So we're going to finish this card with the river. And then, are there any of these cards we will be able to make? I don't think so. So I will discard one. I will discard this one. We can't make. So we can't make this one. So we can discard this card and then grab a new one. Yeah, technically we could make it if we have 2 green here. Then we no, because we have tiles on these, so like animals on those. So that one we won't be able to make. Yeah. Let's hope that we get a pink. No pink. Let's hope we get a pink. Yeah, there was a pink. There was a pink. Okay. With this one, we can make this one. So it would have been perfect if, look at this one, right? So which one do we want to go for? We are definitely going for the pink, because we can finish this card. So we're going to grab these, because when we place this one here, then we have made this one twice. We have made it with this one and with this one. So we finish this card here. And then we can make our river longer. We can make this one taller. Yeah, I think we will just make this one taller. So this is also 7 points. And then we can just make our river longer here. I think we will just place it there. Because then we could make it 1 space longer. If you place it here and a river there, then it's the shortest river. Then it wouldn't count. And now we only have 3 empty spaces. So we need this to make this one once. So if you can get the same on the next turn, then we would be able to make this one. We can grab a card. There are none of those that can help us. So I think we will discard a card. So let's just discard this one and grab a new one. Oh, this one we can actually make. This one we already have. So that is perfect. That is one we can grab. And if we hadn't placed the river here, if we had placed it there, then we would have been able to maybe make it twice. But now we can't. Okay, so we want a brown and a green. Brown, green, and a river. Brown, green, river. No. Brown, green, river. No. Brown, green, river. No, that was close. That was close. Okay, so what are we going to go for in this here? Thinking. One of the greens we needed with the brown, so we could have made the tree there. So the tree is not going to score us anything. With this one we can make a city and 1 green. With this one we would be able to score 2 points for because of our lion. And we could make our river one longer. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it would come up to 6. That would be 4 points for making the river longer. 4 points for the river. And then it would be... this one would count 2 points. That one would be 6 points if we take this one. Let's see, if we take this one, we could make a city. That would be next to 3 different colors. That would be 5 points. And then this one would be 1 point. That would be 6 points also. So either way, it would be 6 points if you go with this one or if you go with that one. That's the same. So let's just grab this one. So we're going to put one here. We're going to put one there. And then we're going to place this one up here. Because that is going to score us 2 points because of the lion. And then we can grab this card here. And we can make this construction once there. Because we have this one. Let me take you closer to see what we have built here. So this one we could build once because we have the field and then 3 high. If we had a field next to this one, then we would have been able to make it again. So we did manage to make this one because we needed a green on top there. So that is the finished result of this game. So this card we can remove because we did not get any animals built for that card. So let's see how well we have done now with the correct rules for the game. Everything should be correct now. So let's just add an H here. And then we are going to look at, first we're going to score for our trees. And we have 3 trees that are too high. So that is 3 points for each. So 9 points. And then we have our mountains. They are next to each other. A mountain need to be connected to another mountain to score points. That was the other rules clarification. So 2 times 7 points. That is 14. And then we have our fields. And you need to have at least 2 fields next to each other for it to give you 5 points. So we have 5 here and 5 there. So that is 10 points. And then we have our cities. You need to be connected to 3 different colors. This one isn't. It is connected only to fields. So that one is not going to score us. But this one has 3 different colors. They have the river, the field, and then trees. And this one has actually 4 different colors. It has a brown, a field, a gray, and then a river. So 10 points for those 2. And then we have our river, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 long. And that is 15 points. So in all, we are going to get 9, 23, 33, 43, 58. 58 points for our normal landscape tiles here. Then we are going to score for our animals. This one up here is 5 points. And then we have 9 for this one. And then we have for the salmon here 16 points. And 11 points for the panda. Black panda. And 13 points for the wild hawk, isn't it called that? Wild? Ah. And then, oh, this is our special one. So we are going to get 2 points for a single. So this one is 2 points. These one are 2 points. So that is 4. And then this one is 10 points. So 14 points for our lion here. 14 points. Yeah. So if we did connect one more here, then it would have been 10 points. But then our river wouldn't have been that long. Yeah. So 14, 30, 41, 54, 54, 68. Wow, it's raining outside. It's really a day to be inside and play. I don't think you can hear it, but it is really pouring down with rain outside. So this is 126. 126 points. And so that is the way you're going to play with the correct rules. You only get 3 cards in the solo version. If you're playing with more players, you have 5 cards to choose from. And then in the solo version, you can discard 1 card and take a new card in if you didn't choose a card on your turn. Yeah. That is it. That is how you play it with the correct rules. And this is, again, a little thinky puzzle game. And I do enjoy this game here. And I think it plays well solo, and it plays well when you play with more players. And then I also saw, when I read the rules again, that they actually have a scoring here, so you can see how well you have done. So you can kind of compete with yourself. So at the moment we got 4 sons. We could have done better. We could have given it up to 160 points. You would get 8 sons. So we were kind of in the middle here with 4 sons. Yeah. Hey Tinchik. Great score. Enjoy your videos so much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, but that was just, I wanted to make sure that I corrected the mistakes I made in my first playthroughs. So you were not going to make the same mistakes. And then I might also do a little how to play. Otherwise, I did explain all of the rules in this video. But that was it from me for now. And I will stream again tonight. I think I will do it on YouTube too tonight. Then we are going to play Blood on the Clock Tower. And yeah, that is just a social deduction game where we have a lot of fun playing that game too. But I hope you have a great Sunday out there, and see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Good.